Alright, so the Party Next Door and Drake album finally came out. Drake has been teasing the title of the project for months now, putting $3 on each Instagram post to build hype for this project. And the title of this album is Some Sexy Songs for You, and that was exactly what the 3S's stood for. And with Drake announcing that this project was coming out on Valentine's Day, I definitely expected a lot of lovey-dovey type of songs. And overall with this album, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, it's not that bad, honestly. It's not like oh my goodness, this project is so amazing and out of this world, but it's a cool project, you know? It fits a specific mood. I didn't go to this project looking for bars or anything like that. Even though Drake was rapping on some of the songs, it's not something I was waiting for. I knew Drake was specifically here for singing with Party Next Door, and they were pretty much aiming to give out a vibe with this project. And if I'm being completely honest, I feel like Party Next Door isn't really as present here, to be honest. This feels more like a Drake project. A Drake project featuring Party Next Door on some songs. And most people are talking about what Drake said on this song, what Drake said on that song, you know, certain jabs that he took, just like the jab that he took at Joe Budden on the song Give Me a Hug. But Party just doesn't stand out on this project. He just doesn't. I'm not saying the singing is bad or anything like that, but I feel like the auto-tune is turned up a little bit too high, I feel like. Because Party Next Door is a good singer, he's a great writer, and he knows how to make music. But I kind of feel bad for him at the same time because this project is coming out now in 2025 with Drake being looked at the way he is now versus how he was, I don't know, 10 years ago. They should have came out with this project. But like I said, it's not a horrible project and it's not a great project neither. It's cool. I was seeing people wondering if the old Drake was gonna come back and things like that. Nah, that's not the case at all. The old Drake isn't coming back, to be honest. This project kind of gives me Her Loss type of vibes. I feel like this album and Her Loss is like in the same universe. And I'm not saying both of those albums sound exactly the same, but the way Drake is singing and the stuff that he's talking about, it's very similar to Her Loss. It gives me that type of vibe. Kind of like a R&B continuation of Her Loss. And when it comes to collab albums, it's not really a surprise when you see both artists have their own solo songs on the project. Drake has about 6 solo songs on the album. He has Crying in Chanel, he has Small Town Fame, Brian Steele, Give Me a Hug, Raining in Houston, and Nokia. While Party Next Door only has 1 solo track on the album and it's titled Deeper, and that might be why people are kind of feeling a disconnect with Party Next Door on this project because he only has 1 solo song, and the songs that he does feature with Drake, they're not really memorable. And that's not saying they're horrible or anything like that. It's either good or passable, or he just gets overshadowed by Drake, by, you know, the subliminals he might say on a song or a jab or something like that. And there was 1 song, this is just my opinion, there's 1 song on this project I absolutely despise from both Drake and Party Next Door. It's the song On My Way. The singing is just not good from both of them, especially Party Next Door. I'm sorry, I just don't like that song. Maybe I have to keep listening to it, I'm not sure, but I tried giving it multiple chances. I'm just not a fan of that song. I just feel like there's too much going on, like the auto-tune versus the beat. It's like Party's trying to like compete with it. I don't know, and then Drake doesn't sound that good on it neither. I just not a fan of that song.
And I've never been a fan of Drake singing. I do like Party, but something about what I've heard on this project thus far, it just feels manufactured. It lacks soul. It's like A and B.
Yeah, but I would say maybe it's not for you because he does it for his core fans that like him in that area. No, I'm just telling you what you said because you don't like Drake regardless. You don't like Drake when he sings. You don't like Drake when he walks. You don't like Drake when he talks. You don't like Drake when he gets a haircut. You just don't like Drake, and that's fine. That's not for you. But these are for his core fans.
We're talking about music.
I like rapper Drake.
When I heard it, I said, "Oh, this is the old Drake, Party Drake, the good Drake," but it doesn't hit like the whole wave of Kendrick we just heard, and I hate to have to compare him to that, and I think that's what's happening right now.
It don't even hit like old Drake. What are you talking about?
No, y'all gotta listen to this in whole from start to finish.
But a few songs that I really did enjoy was CN Tower, Something About You, I like Small Town Fame, Give Me a Hug, Spider-Man, Superman, and a few more. And I also enjoyed the beat switches too. There was a lot of changes mid-song when it came to that. Some people aren't really a fan of that, but when it's executed the right way, I think that's a plus. And one person that wasn't happy with this album was Freddie Gibbs, because Freddie Gibbs had an album that dropped a few years ago titled Soul Sold Separately and used the 3 money signs to replace the 3 S's, the same exact way how Drake is doing it. Freddie Gibbs did it first, and Freddie Gibbs is also known for using the rabbit symbol, the emoji, or using that as his album cover. And for Drake to do the same exact thing along with the 3 S's, he felt some type of way, like there's no coincidence here. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Freddie Gibbs diss track aimed towards Drake, because he's probably gonna want to capitalize off of that because the project just came out, everybody's talking about it. But at the same time, I don't really see him trying to clout chase and do that. I don't know, we'll see, but he's definitely not happy about it. And when listening to this project, I wasn't searching for no Kendrick jabs or Kendrick subliminals or anything like that. I just came to this project listening to it as is, you know, as a album that Drake is doing melodies, singing, and things of that nature. And I wonder how good this project is gonna sell first week. I'm very, very curious. Some say it'll crack 200, 300 easy. Some are even saying 400, but those people are crazy. There's no way this project is getting 400K first week. If I had to guess, I'd say this project at most 200K first week, around that. But if I had to be realistic, it might be 160, 170-ish. I say around that ballpark, especially with Drake dealing with the whole UMG situation. I just don't see the project selling that well, at least compared to his other projects. I feel like it's gonna do similar to Honestly Nevermind, like those kind of numbers, maybe a little less. Honestly Nevermind sold about 204K copies first week. But yeah, hopefully Party Next Door benefits from this album, and we'll see how this project does. Let me know how you guys feel about this project. I want to know you guys' opinions. And if you got to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're new and enjoy videos like this. Hit that like button, it would help me out so much. Comment down below anything Party Next Door, Drake related, all that. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm out.